In the 1890s, a young Crescent City attorney named James McNulty fell in love with a kindergarten teacher named Lillian. And in 1897, after they were married, James built Lillian this house. 125 years later, that house still stands at the corner of H and 7th Streets in downtown Crescent City, a testament to James and Lillian's love, as well as to a bygone era. An era when quality and craftsmanship meant something. And James and Lillian's home was the Victorian showcase of a small California coastal town. In fact, the house became so much a part of local lore, it's known today not by the address, but by the name James and Lillian gave it, the McNulty House. Step into the entry hall of the McNulty House, and you're instantly aware that you are someplace special. The beautiful hardwood floors and wainscoting are from another time, as are the wrought iron filigree and leaded glass. Several rooms open off of the entry hall, including 2 downstairs bedrooms and both the front and men's parlors. The McNulty House is a folk Victorian, a simpler, more affordable home favored by the middle class in the late Victorian period that captured much of the Victorian aesthetic, but on a more intimate scale. Again, the attention to detail evident in some of the most banal locations, door panels, the transoms, and wainscoting, is remarkable. And while many older homes can be light-challenged, not so the McNulty House. Sun is as much a feature of this home as history. The downstairs bathroom, though ADA compliant, lacks a tub or shower. For the last few years, the house has been the office of a local attorney, and as such, was operated as a place of business, and so the bathroom. As well as being a private residence, the McNulty House has seen a number of other uses throughout the last 125 years, at one time being the local Historical Society's museum, then a mock-up Victorian home complete with period furniture. James McNulty, the man who built the house, used the front bedroom as his law office for several years. Across the entry hall are the dual parlors, separated by beautiful tall wooden pocket doors. The front parlor is large and sunny. Lillian used to display her prized dahlias annually in this room, much to the delight of local residents. The back parlor, commonly called a men's parlor, is more intimate and features a built-in gas fireplace. The house has over 2,500 square feet of space and has an updated electrical service, a good thing, since this home was built in an era that insulated electrical wire with cloth. And while the past is left for us to marvel at the craftsmanship and detail of the Victorian age, one thing most contemporary home buyers are probably not interested in is a Victorian kitchen. Here's Lillian's kitchen from the early 1900s. Don't worry, that kitchen isn't here anymore. Instead, you'll find a fully modern kitchen space with marble counters and a breakfast bar. The McNulty House is also connected to propane service, which means you can actually cook with gas, unlike most of Crescent City. Through the kitchen is another space with its own separate entrance, which of course could be another bedroom or home office. Much of the upstairs, which includes another bedroom and a full bath, has been used for storage more recently and needs some attention to be integrated into the larger living space. With its own high-pitched ceiling and plenty of space, the attic is what you'd expect to find atop a century-old Victorian home, only this one is haunted by a modern forced air furnace. Lillian had always had a gift for making things grow, and after James passed in the 1920s, she dedicated herself to filling her yard and the community with her prized dahlias. The showcases in the parlor, from which Lillian raised money for the Red Cross and the local Methodist Church, were moved to the fairgrounds and became the floral exhibits that still happen every year at the county fair. And though the garden is gone today, there are still many reminders of Lillian's passion for natural beauty. Chief among them, this beautiful enclosed conservatory. With 330 square feet, a new roof, and skylights, this wonderfully inviting space is meant to be savored and enjoyed with family, friends, and maybe some flowers. Flower petals under your feet, a spreading rhododendron over your head. Even the roadie has a history, a gift from a niece in the 1950s when she too, like her Aunt Lillian before her, became a teacher. It blooms still today. 710 H Street, just an address. But this home is more than numbers on a curb, more than walls and a roof, more than an investment. It's a piece of Del Norte, literally, like no other. Where old meets new, where workmanship and quality seamlessly dovetail, and the past is ever present. 710 H Street, the McNulty House in Crescent City. James built it for Lillian, and Lillian made it a home for you.